Well, recently I did an interview with Project Pat.
Right.
Really dope interview, by the way.
I know
it really surprised me how humble and introspective he was.
Well, in real life, if you listen to Project Pat raps, he's really humble on them raps. You know, he's not he's saying words that will actually reach to you, but he's a humble ass guy already. And I think that for him to get on the interview he did and say the things that he said, I got kudos for him. You know, nothing but love, because I look up to Pat as an artist, and it's probably why I'm not gonna say I'm just gonna give my life to God, where I'm not able to do what I would usually be doing, because God the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you gotta go through the bad to get to the good. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And all that, but like I said, I gave nothing but kudos to Pat, and for him taking the time out of his life to really find himself, believe in himself even more, and actually knowing what he really wants.
Yeah, and we talked about when crack hit Memphis,
right?
And he said it was like raising Canaan.
He said it was. A lot of my aunties.
You were right there also.
Yeah, a lot of my aunties, my sister, a lot of my family members was dipping and dabbing into the crack. You get what I'm saying? All of them now, they're still alive. They doing good, and they ain't doing that shit. So kudos to y'all. But yeah, it was fucked up.
You personally, we talked about how you tried cocaine, but have you ever tried crack yourself?
No, I ain't tried crack. I ain't tried meth. I ain't tried whatever else they say is hard as fuck. Cocaine, pills, scissors, and weed.
Okay, fair enough. And crack is one of these kind of interesting drugs, because when it first hit, no one really realized what was going to happen in a few years.
Right.
A lot of people were functional in the beginning. I remember interviewing Freeway Ricky, who was one of the biggest crack dealers ever. And he was saying how people were still going to work, still doing their thing, and just partying on the weekends. And then over time, that's when really you start to see.
Yeah, but it's always a functional junkie. You know what I'm saying? Someone who can still be on their family, be on their business, be on their job, be on the cleanup duty and in the garbage and making sure the house clean and paying the bills. It's a such thing as that until that person does it too much.
Yeah.
When you know you got a job and you like a certain drug, you always say to yourself, I'm going to do this for right now, and then at a certain time, I'm going to go to sleep and get ready for work. And true enough, they might work a few days, a few weeks, or a few months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you constantly doing it, hey, you headed down.
Yeah, and he said that at one point, it got so bad in Memphis that you could ride down the street, see a young guy, pull over and say, hey, listen, here's $200 to go shoot at this house. Here's the gun.
Who said that?
Project Pat.
Oh,
he said you could give a random person you don't know $200, say go shoot, and they'll say who am I shooting? Don't worry about it. Here's the money, and they'll go and do it. He said it was that bad.
No, he was right about that, and I'm quite sure he's only talking about North Memphis people that, you know what I'm saying? Because in our city, we couldn't bounce here and there back then, and it wasn't these gangs where we banging a color or organization. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he was right, but like I said, I think that's only for North Memphis where they would probably do that and all that good shit, but at the same time, anybody will do something if they hooked on drugs.
Well, yeah, we even went over a story this one time when Juicy J got pulled over by the police.
Right.
And they found an illegal gun on him, right?
On Juicy?
On Juicy, right? And the police said, what's this gun for? He said, it's just so dangerous out here. And they were like, all right, threw the gun back in the seat and said, we're not looking for you, all right. And they let him go. When Juicy got pulled over, this was before he had blown up, and the cops actually found an illegal gun on him.
Yeah.
and they said, we're not looking for you. And why do you have a gun? And he goes, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And they were like, all right, here's your gun back. Here's your illegal gun back.
Yeah.
And the police even understood how dangerous it was.
Man, let me tell you something. Man, listen, back then, see, the crack gang was out, so everybody had money, So if I can't get you, I'm going to kidnap your mama. And people doing that. That's how it was going down here.
No, the police know how dangerous it is out there, and at the same time, you can run Juice's name, and he ain't really did nothing, so why not let him go? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Juice has been a stand-up guy since we met him. That's the reason why he said drugs fucked up the group, because while he was being a stand-up guy and trying to get us to stay all go straight and not do bullshit, you know what I'm saying? We was doing bullshit, so I just feel like Juice is gonna always be a stand-up guy. Everybody need that guy that don't want you to do certain shit because you don't really supposed to be doing certain shit.
Yeah.
At a point in time, or the person who's doing a lot of bullshit, if only you can hear someone saying no instead of hearing everybody saying yes.
Yeah.